the 4-step process that I usually use that I would recommend to you or anyone out there that is like, okay, how can I travel more? How can I be better about it? How can I make sure that travel is an integral part of my life for the upcoming years? I would say 4 steps or 4 things to look at.
I'm Trizzy.
And I'm Leah.
And this is Ticket to Anywhere podcast, bringing you the gear, tools, and tips to equip you for a travel-filled life.
No matter your travel experience or lack thereof, we aim to be your first stop when you're thinking of where to go, how to get there, what to bring, and what to do.
Catch the latest episode every other Wednesday on YouTube or your favorite listening app.
We'd love to connect with you. Find Ticket to Anywhere on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn.
Welcome back to the Ticket to Anywhere podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Trizzy.
And I'm the other co-host, Leah, LA in flight. Buzz Lightyear, beware.
In flight, definitely. In this episode, we are aiming to put you guys more in flight or in the car.
On the road. Away for some self-care.
Yes.
Or a staycation.
Mm-hmm.
Out of your mind, out of your head.
Or even a new coffee shop just down the street.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's an episode on how to set and achieve your travel goals. And yes, we are coming up on the end of the year and the beginning of a new one. But goals should not be limited to change of the calendar year or the change of the seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can set something whenever you want. The best day to start anything is today. So you can start today.
Yeah, exactly. This is what do you call it? Like an evergreen episode?
Yeah. Good for all months of the year, all weeks of the month, all days of the week, all seasons of the Roman calendar. All zodiac signs of the century. I'm saying that because 2024, getting a little off track here. Year of the Dragon, baby. Trizzy and I are both dragons. Shout out to all the dragons out there. But next year's our year.
Next year is our year.
This episode got us pumped.
Exactly. So hopefully we have given you guys some tips on how to achieve your travel goals, whether it's, visiting a new place each month or taking 2 international trips.
Yep, absolutely. We go through some of our process, our steps, and best recommendations. And it's also an episode heavy with references to past episodes that we hope will help you and that you can help you in your research.
Definitely. We are a travel essential podcast helping you guys travel more, travel infinitely.
Yes.
And providing tips, gears, tools, anything you guys need.
Yeah. We want you to come to us.
Yes.
And this community when you have a question, because chances are one of us has done it or we know someone that has.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. And yeah, definitely come to us. Even if we don't have the answer, we do have the resources to point you in the right direction.
Infinite resources.
Sorry, there was a fly.
If you're watching this, you saw Trizzy just...
The fruit flies in my home.
Friendly reminder, since this is our last episode of 2023, that is insane. Thank you guys for being with us for the past 4 years. No, I'm not about to say we're ending. We're just ending for the year. That's all. But we do not release any episodes in December. So we will see you back again in January. That's when we start up our new episodes of Ticket to Anywhere. So we're going on holiday break as well. And the podcast goes on holiday break, and then we resume in January.
Exactly. That's why we're referencing a lot of past episodes. So during the break, take a look at them, listen to them while you're, running, preparing for your marathon or anything like that.
Marathons. Are you one of those families that runs on holidays?
Oh, no.
Didn't you used to be like that?
It was just me. It's not a family thing.
I don't like running in general. So I don't, unless something's chasing me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But what coffee do you have?
What coffee? You got the tea, I got the coffee. So today I'm actually drinking Califia brand pumpkin spice latte. It's pre-mixed in the bottle. Did you know Califia, the brand Califia, they make, they make a lot of milks. They started as an almond milk company.
Okay.
But now they make coffees, different kinds of milks. But Califia is called, and that's the correct pronunciation, not Califia or whatever people call it. It was named after the goddess, which is also the state of California is named after this Queen
Had
Calthea.
no clue.
Yeah. And so I'm very proud. It's like a California brand. But yeah, just with I diluted the pumpkin spice latte with a little bit more coffee. So it wasn't as sweet, but it's delicious. So that is what's in my cup right now.
Nice. Awesome. I am drinking a Ceylon tea that I retrieved from the Maldives. It's a Sri Lankan Ceylon tea.
Did you go diving for it or something?
I
You're like
did,
you
yeah.
retrieved it from the depths of the Maldives.
The Maldivian
some
Ocean.
Sunken treasure.
No, it was really just a shop on the island. So,
well, cheers to a year of podcasting. Cheers to 2023. What a fantastic year.
It was great co-hosting aside you over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again, and having all of our new friends and people come hang out with us and talk all about travel. But
I know. We
onwards and upwards to 2024.
Thanks, y'all. Cheers.
Hi, Leah here. I just wanted to give you a heads up that Ticket to Anywhere will not be releasing any episodes in the month of December. We are taking the holidays off, so we'll see you back in January. Feel free to listen to any one of our dozens of past episodes while we're cooking up some new ones, and definitely continue to engage with us on social media. Thanks for your support.
I know every year I set some travel goals,
Love it.
plans for myself.
You're a dreamer.
I am. Yeah. I don't know. It just might be me wanting to know what I'm going to do in the future.
Yeah. Of course. Why not?
Yeah. So I wanted to share, or we both, not just me, it's not a solo episode. We are going to share some of our travel goals and how to achieve them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you guys tips, some resources that you could use as well. And
because this episode comes at a perfect time at the end of the year in the height of travel season, but also at the turn of the year where, you know, a new one's coming up and you can start planning, even though even if the year has already started, it's not too late to set
exactly
a goal or a dream or a destination.
Yeah, never too late. Never too late. One of mine is always like every year I see myself trying to go to a new place each month.
Love that goal.
Yeah.
I feel like I subconsciously have that goal, but that's good that you really recognize it and like say it out loud, because I feel like it holds you accountable.
Right? Definitely. And you know, I say new place. I did not say new country.
Right.
A new state. It's a new place. It could be as little as a new cafe. Yeah. A new afternoon tea spot. Yeah. So it just makes it more, you know, reachable to your goals and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah. Like makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
And
so
for those that maybe can't, you know, I don't know, go internationally every month.
Exactly. I mean, that would be the goal, the right?
Ultimate.
The ultimate goal. But, you know, just start somewhere locally. You know, if you don't want to do the cafe thing, if that is too small for you, I would say find any close national parks to your place, state parks, state beaches, even hikes, new parks that you could even walk around.
100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of parks, public parks that are being flipped and they're just building like a masterpiece or something. It's so weird. There's like gymnasiums within a park, a skate park, a bike path, and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy here in LA, so maybe around the world as well.
I feel like a good, and we're getting into that season now at time of recording, and we will be in that season when this releases, but I feel like a good way to do that is by going to like festivals, like a lavender festival or pumpkin patch, like what is it? Riverside County has like a lavender festival, and so does, I believe, Bakersfield or Fresno has their own lavender festival. Nice. And in the fall, like pumpkin patches in different cities. My family goes to a different city just to try different ones out every year.
Oh, that's nice.
So I feel like that's a good way. And then usually we'll go out to dinner after somewhere. So it's like two birds with one stone. Cool, you went to a pumpkin patch and you went to dinner in a new place.
Exactly. Make a day trip, make a few hour trip out there. Like seriously, going to someplace new each month. Very, very feasible. Just think small. Yeah. Don't be scared to do it.
And travel's not limited to hopping on a plane and flying for 15 hours.
Exactly.
You know, half the time we'd rather not sit for 15 hours on a plane.
Can we just teleport somehow?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where's the vibranium? Yeah, I feel like even for me, I frequent Joshua Tree, even if it's on the weekend. I could even do it as a day trip, which I love. But, one time I went and I did not know this. I learned something new. They have petroglyphs on Joshua Tree rocks.
Oh, did you make a reel about this?
I had a story about it.
Okay, maybe that's why I saw it. I was like, I swear you had something on social media about this.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Look at this. All we think of Joshua Tree is these big boulders and these palm trees, these cactuses. But
wow,
they have petroglyphs. So it's always something new that you can learn,
that's super
even
cool.
if it's close by. Yeah. So
I love that.
That's one of the things. And we discussed this in a previous episode where we could do short weekend trips, short day trips. It is we also made it a replay because it was such a popular episode. It was our Southern California episode discussing where our favorite parts are, how we spend a day trip or a weekend out in Southern California. So check out episode 66.
Yes.
If you guys are interested in that.
66.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. I mean, we live where people vacation. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to put it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's true. So we're very blessed in that sense, and we want to share that magic with everyone else.
That magic.
That's why that's actually our only replayed episode as of today.
For sure. And if there are some people out there who may think weekend trips are too short,
right?
No fret. We got a little tip for you. Utilize the holidays for your long weekend trips. We had an episode talking about maximizing your PTO.
Yep.
So do the holiday stacking and you'll be great.
Yep. Just FYI, maximizing PTO episode 61. So if you want to reference episode 61 on how to maximize days off in PTO, check that one out.
Yes, that was a fun one to talk about.
Yeah, it was very, very tactical.
Yeah, we were very passionate too. We were like, just take the days off. Yeah. And also fly somewhere domestic too, where the time change isn't gonna, distract you from your what is it, your body
circadian
alarm.
rhythms and whatnot. I want to add to that. So I have a buddy who is a respiratory therapist, and he gets great vacation, but also at the same time, he only takes between maybe 5 to 10 days at a time. When he takes it. So he's always asking me for advice on where to go. And he's in San Diego, so he's on the West Coast. But he usually likes to do internationally because it's I don't know if I want to stay in Nashville, Tennessee for 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, Southeast Asia is too far. Europe's too far. And I'm always going to be an advocate for Central and South America because the time change the time difference isn't that big. Yes, it might take, anywhere from 5 to 10 hours to get somewhere. But I feel like there's always great deals going from the West Coast as well. And I just feel like it's such underrated because they share the same time zones as the Central and South America. And it's an international trip.
That's so weird to me. Really? It shares the same time zone?
Yeah.
Like 2-3 hours ahead?
Yeah, for the most part. I think Argentina's 6 hours ahead.
I feel like one time when you were living there, I might have texted you hey, if you wake up and see this, thinking that it's a 12-hour day ahead.
And I'm no, I'm still awake.
Yeah.
I'm at dinner with friends.
Yeah. No
but
clue.
I feel like it's underrated and still hits that international international checklist, but time zones aren't too crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But the travel time
depends. That's why I'm go to Central America. Also, it's really it's your dollar goes further in Central America, but Central America, not a big time difference, and it probably takes you 6 hours to get somewhere from the West Coast.
That's like Hawaii.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good tip to add on to another travel goal that I usually try and set for myself.
Okay.
Which is making 2 international trips in 1 year happen.
Yes. That's such a good, realistic goal, I feel like. Yeah.
I try to. Yeah, definitely try to.
I also feel like you go international. I know this is an episode for all levels, but you go international way more than twice a year.
Well, because I do have a full-time job. So I'm only limited to 2 weeks per international trips usually. And with that, I would try to hit up, 2 to 3 countries within that 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
She does. She
probably
does
not a
it.
good idea as I get older, It's definitely possible. And if that is one of your goals for the future, for this coming future year, the best way to do it is book off season. International trips alone, they're just so expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flights. Once you get to the destination, depending on where you go,
Yeah.
it could be okay.
Yeah.
So book off season. And one thing that I learned the hard way is book the hotel, book your accommodation, book your rental cars if you're going to rent a car. Way in advance.
Yes.
That offers free cancellation.
Yes. Always book with free cancel. I'm in so many Facebook groups. Am I showing my millennial that I'm still in Facebook groups?
You're not in Discord?
But
I'm just like,
what's a Discord? I'm in so many travel Facebook groups though where people are like, I can't cancel. And like, I get it, but I'm like, I don't know that I've booked many things that have a no cancellation policy. Unless these are like cruises for like 2025. I don't
right.
understand how so many people are like, I can't cancel, I can't get my money back. I'm like, where are you booking? That's
Yeah.
like non-refundable.
They're choosing the
non-refundable
exactly because it's cheaper
options.
usually.
Yeah. Or they're
exactly.
getting like they're not getting the travel insurance,
which
we have
yes,
great
through
episodes on
Wing.
travel insurance.
Yes, exactly. And in the link as well, Safety Wing if you're trying to get that travel
This
insurance.
is an episode of us linking to other episodes.
You'll see a lot of them linked in the description.
But that's how much helpful information we have, to be honest. Like we talked about a lot of these topics before, which is cool.
Part of booking your hotels or accommodation rental cars in advance, I see it as a way to manifest that trip to be happening.
It's happening. You paid for it.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm a big believer in manifestation.
Yeah.
Create a vision board if you guys want to. Create a Pinterest board. Save things down on your IG. I'm just big on that. And so far, it has been,
it's happening because you have things booked. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And also, this is a fun one for me to as a tip for you guys to achieve your 2 international trips per year is you could do a relaxing vacation as one and then a more active vacation as another one. So let's say go to Turks and Caicos for a week because I don't think you need to be spending 2 weeks at a resort just chilling. I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. There might be more things to do.
Yeah.
And then the second one could be, Thailand or European train down the coast or something like that. So
it's a good idea. Yeah. Mixing up the types of vacations that you have, right?
Exactly. And to go along with that too is also going back to a place where you've already been. I love Chiang Mai. I would go back there, and I would go back there to try and live like a local, not really trying to do all the touristy stuff. So that could count as your relaxation. And then for my second trip, I would go to, let's say, Iceland, where it's a lot of activities.
Yeah.
You'll be renting the car. You got to drive to all these spots.
Yeah.
So definitely possible. Both goals achievable, I hope.
So Trizzy had like 2 specific goals, which I loved. And when we were brainstorming for this episode, we had like one vision and we both manifested it in kind of different ways. So I'm going to tell you more of like the process that I use to setting and achieving travel goals, where I love that Trizzy had like her 2 goals that are probably going to carry into 2024. For me, I kind of have a process because right now I am goalless with the travel. I'm just like, whatever comes my way. I mean, I kind of have a tentative goal to like hike Camino de Santiago next year or walk it in 2024, but like, we'll see if that happens. Who knows? But I've the 4-step process that I usually use that I would recommend to you or anyone out there that is like, okay, how can I travel more? How can I be better about it? How can I make sure that travel is an integral part of my life for the upcoming years? I would say 4 steps or 4 things to look at. First, lay out your goals. Second, set your mindset. Third, start small. And fourth, budget. So I'll run through those really quick. Like laying out your goals is like, what do you really want to do? Do you want to go to every wine country in Australia? Do you want to spend 4 months backpacking around South America? Do you want to work remotely 2 weeks out of every month?
Yep.
Right? These are the things that you kind of want to look at. Like Trizzy said, do you want to go somewhere even small every month, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
look at what you actually want to do with and in your life. Second, mindset. So that includes like what's realistic, right? What can be done sooner so that you can have a taste of whatever that is. What should involve more planning. Mindset also includes like planning. If you're not a meticulous planner, that's fine, but it's a combination of planning and like the luck that you create, because I truly believe you create luck. I don't think that it just falls in anyone's lap, to be honest.
Right.
Make backup plans if you need to. If you're that kind of person, for example, if one destination doesn't work, maybe another one will, and be okay with knowing that plans will change, right? Be okay with that outcome. You can be mad about it for a while, that's fine, or angry or upset, but knowing that like it's not always going to work out to what you need and want, that's just life, to be honest,
Yeah, for sure. And I
and you'll
think,
find ways. You can be mad about it for a bit, that's
yeah,
fine.
exactly. Mentality
Feel
is
your
a
feelings.
is such a key part in these goal settings and like
Yeah.
trying to achieve
For
them.
anything in life,
Anything in
including
life,
travel
for
goals.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you just have to expect the unexpected, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yep. And then start small. Trizzy covered this a lot, but like prioritize what you need to do for the trip, whether it's like skill wise, destination wise. Like an example would be start with weekend getaways, which she gave. If you want to work remotely 2 weeks out of every month, prep your manager or team that you're going to go, or you're going to just drop down to like limited days in office, work from home or work from anywhere on certain days of the week. Or if a goal is like to hike every 14er in Colorado, a 14er is a peak that's 14,000 feet or more. Maybe start small, building up elevation, like hike small peaks throughout Southern California, wherever you are. So starting small, I think those stepping stones will always help you achieve the bigger goal if you keep your eyes on the prize.
I love
right?
that. Yep.
And then my last point would be budget. I mean, budget's huge. Find money. We're very privileged. We're very blessed. We also work very freaking hard.
Yes.
But money is the basis of a lot of traveling. Let's be honest. Some goals will take months, even years to put together. Like to backpack South America, it took me a whole year to plan and set and achieve this goal and save
Wow.
money for that long. So, I will say one thing I've learned and I've heard over and over again, it's always easier to increase your income versus cutting back on your spending and your expenses. And while I would give you ways to do this isn't a financial podcast. We are a travel podcast. I do love giving financial tips, but you can get a lot of these in our newsletter. Take It to Anywhere has a newsletter now. It's called The Check-In, and we will link how to sign up in the show notes in the description. But we do give a lot of budgeting tips in the newsletter as well. So everyone has different ways of budgeting. My personal favorite is having a separate account for travel, right? And then allocating a certain percentage or amount of money to my travel goal and sticking to that, right? Per paycheck, whatnot. Also, a good thing, and we won't get into it, but I'll give you episode references. Biggest thing we love to talk about, one of the biggest things, travel credit cards.
Ooh,
and how you can
yes.
travel more, right? So episode 22 and episode 52 talk all about our favorite travel credit cards and how to best utilize them for the points.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah. I just got a Capital One Venture X this year.
yes, thank you for the points. Thank you for the referral points.
Exactly.
So to summarize, like just my way of like achieving travel goals, lay out your goals, set your mindset, start small, and look at your budget.
Budget.
Yep.
Oh, budget. We deserve these trips. Say that to yourself. You deserve these trips. You work hard for the money. You work hard for self-care, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise,
100%. Everyone deserves love and to take care of themselves,
Exactly. I do want to reference a few other goals and episodes that relates to these goals. I know maybe a lot of people might have solo traveling as a goal. Check out our episode 65 on how to take your first solo trip. Me, Trizzy, I took my first solo international trip to London earlier this year in March.
Yeah.
And so you'll hear about all that fun stuff in that episode. And also, this is one that I do, but I don't really like. That's not solely my purpose. Travel to watch sports. I think that's so cool. I
Yeah.
love that. And we have such a fun episode with Ed of the Itinerant Fan.
He does it well.
Yes,
He's an expert.
episode 55. So you could travel like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
To check out sports or any type of events too.
Yeah.
Also, this one, Miss Leah, be killing the game when she lives and works remote internationally. Ooh. We have 2 episodes out. Episode 34, where she spent time in London, and episode 64. Earlier this year, she was in Cape Town for a whole month.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
2 very different, even though they're only a year and a half apart, it was like still felt like very different stages in my life. And like one was when the pandemic was still going pretty strong, and the other was like it never happened, you know?
Oh.
So 2 very different stages in the world.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And then I have a few recommendations as well of our episodes. If your girls are backpacking South America, it's actually one of our popular episodes, and we're pretty proud of it. One of our earliest episodes, episode number 3. If you want to learn how to backpack South America for a year, absolutely check out episode 3, or you can hit me up, LA in Flight. This is an interesting one as well, but so important because I believe health is really all you have when it comes down to it. But being healthier, mind and body, while you're traveling. We have episode 27 where we had Maggie on, episode 28 where Trizzy and I are literally sitting in the grass in nature, talking about what we do to take care of our mind and body while we're traveling long term, or to prep before a trip, or while we're on a trip.
For sure.
So those are good for mind and body. And then moving to another country. I know Trizzy talked about this a little bit, and we talked about how I'm living and working in other countries, but we also have episodes on people who have straight up like picked up and moved for a few years to another country. So we have episode 24 where we've gathered stories from people we've met on the road who have straight up like moved and gotten visas and moved to other countries. So that's episode 24, is a combination of stories. And then episode 5, moving to Australia. I moved to Australia on a working holiday visa. One of our earlier episodes.
How did I forget that?
Oh, it's okay. It was a dream and like one of the best life experiences. So I hope you have fun enjoying that one. But this episode is, hopefully it helps you set the tone for next year and the years to come.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys listening to us throughout the whole year, and thank you for your support. And until next time,
onward and upward.
This is Trizzy at Triz Inc.
This is Leah at LA in Flight.
To find even more travel tips on budgeting, destinations, and our favorite items, sign up for our monthly newsletter, The Check-In, linked in the show notes or description.
This is the Ticket to Anywhere podcast. Thanks for listening.